Enough of the code switching, been hitting my soul, been on the ropes, I'm ready to grow, so get to know niggas. Keep your head up, I want you to grow with me. See this gold on me, want you to glow with me. Yeah, alright, okay, we get it. No contest. Wait, see this gold on me, want nigga. You to glow with me. The world been dying, days is number, check the climate, I'm sick of it, fuck the head brains, nigga. You to glow with me. The world been dying, days is number, check the
3, 2.
You know when you're supposed to be nice and relaxed, and then you look yourself in the camera, you got the monitor in front of you, I have a drop-dead gorgeous man right here, Tristyn, who, by the way, I met him when he was 5. Not with diapers on, but still young enough.
Yeah.
Then we grew up, he grew up, I got older. He's what, 25 years old?
Yeah, 25
25,
years old.
This is my incredible guest, a very talented young man. Artist, businessman, ladies man. I mean, I can keep going on and on and on. But I just wanted to bring the love to my Tap and Corey and everybody in M&N. It's been almost 3 years. I think it was the last time I did a show here. It was right before the pandemic. Then the pandemic took place and M&N was shut down, closed. So this is my first show, my first interview, man.
Welcome back. It's about time.
Yeah, Tristyn, listen, I'm always working, cleaning, writing, mopping, cooking, running errands, editing. I'm always doing everything, man.
You need to take a break.
I need to take a break because I look like shit, right?
No, no. You're just going to tire yourself out.
You were telling Friday night, Cece, you got to take it easy.
Yeah, it's only right, you know? You might as well.
Yeah.
Spent the last 3 years working.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Putting your mind into other things. So now you get to relax, focus on this, even if you want to.
This is nice. What do you think of the studio? I think it's
nice.
I
like it. This is dope. This is
nice,
dope. This
right?
is first of many for me. So
yeah, you're digging it. So this is your first real formal interview?
Yeah, for sure. That's not job oriented, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody could get to know Tristyn Dior in the flesh.
Listen, Tristyn, like I said, we're gonna break it down. He's gonna tell us about his life story. He's still young, 25 years old, but trust me, he got experience.
Yeah.
He got talent, he got vision.
Yeah.
So you're gonna bring it on. Let's go back a little bit to the beginning of times when you were a baby boy. Not with your diapers on, but when you were going through high school.
Yep.
You knew back then what you wanted to do. Let's talk about that, please.
You know, I never really had 100% of an idea.
Right.
I would go in and out between the making music. I wanted to play basketball, like, you know, every kid's little dream. You know, and was fortunate enough to have my mom put me in the you know, spaces to be able to pursue that dream if I wanted to. But I definitely feel like I've always been kind of like an entertainer, or at least can make people laugh or focus on what people want to do and have fun and bring fun to it. So yeah, I've definitely had that vision since before high school, but high school definitely allowed me to get to know a little bit more about myself. So yeah, that was a bit of the upbringing, you know, prior to high school and getting to know myself. But I always felt really comfortable with who I am and what I could bring to the table, regardless of what age I was at.
Very young, very center.
Yeah.
You always knew what you wanted to some degree.
Yep.
But Rihanna, your mama, the tiger lady.
Yeah.
She's tough as nails.
Yeah,
Is she?
is.
She's tough.
Especially back then when I could get in trouble, you know.
Ooh, are you telling me all about it? I remember those days. But she's a good woman, your mama.
Definitely.
You know, and she's a great businesswoman. She has a lot of vision. She got the Little Ivies going on in the West End. Very special place for kids, for babies, baby boys, baby girls. She got a beautiful staff there, beautiful facilities. So she knows what she's doing. But I'm guessing that the relationship with your mom, man, has to...
Yeah, that's big for me, you know, that's really big for me.
Forget about big, Tristyn. Huge.
Yeah. You know, my mom was more like the mother and the father for me.
Right.
You know, it's not that my father wasn't alive or anything like that, but you know, a lot of the responsibilities on raising a man fell on her. So, you know, she was definitely the rock. That's my best friend. Luckily, we were really close.
Don't you dare to get anybody pregnant.
Oh yeah. Well, our deal was 40. And she's past that now, but I'm still straight off of it. But you know, just us being able to be close in age has allowed us to, I think, have the relationship that we have. You know, not everybody is fortunate enough to be able to.
Yeah, because my mama, she's not that, like my mom is very, she's gonna be almost 80, but my mom, she's old school and very strict and
Yeah.
you gotta do this, you don't do that. Sissy, don't raise your voice, don't laugh at the camera. While you're sitting like that, take your glasses off. Like my mom is like, oh boy, but Rihanna, she's different. She's like, she's so young.
Yeah.
Right?
You know, and I think another thing is, like, you know, I come from a family of a lot of women.
And your grandmother, she's a sweetheart too.
Yeah, definitely, all of them. But it's just, you know, I come from a female-dominated family that, you know, being a man in this family, it's like
it's quite a challenge.
Yeah, it's quite a challenge. You know, you gotta get through the little bumps and you know, whatever they put in front of you. But it was definitely a little easier to have that relationship with my mom, being that I come from, you know, just being surrounded by so many women.
Good.
You know?
Now that we talk about women, not my favorite subject, I can tell you that.
Man.
But that's a different show, baby.
Yeah.
Let's talk about basically your art.
Yeah.
How do you see entertainment, what you want to do?
For sure.
Like you wrote something really nice on the email that you sent me yesterday. I have it right here, trying to get my attention on the notes. My goal is to be recognized in this industry and someone with what kind of ideas?
What did I say? Intuitive or
yeah, close enough.
Yeah, close enough.
Ideas that helps push the entertainment and bring it to the next level. Let's elaborate on that subject alone.
Definitely.
That can take the whole show when you really think about it. Just to even talk to me about that.
So, you know, like I said, I've known I wanted to be in the entertainment or you know, I can fit under that bracket, but I was fortunate enough to be able to work at BET at a point in my life, and you know, throughout all the years, I guess you can say I was on and off with doing music, so kind of just putting my foot in the door a little bit. Once I got of age, as I said, I was at BET, and now, you know, I'm back at in the TV industry. Working at TV1.
Yes, I read that. Very impressive.
You know, working, you know, just trying to bring money to the company and be recognized as someone that could contribute. You know, but that's also part of a bigger picture. You know, I like, you know, like you said, my mother has a daycare. I come from being surrounded by some entrepreneurs, and that's kind of really just allowed me to think outside the box on what I can do, but also how I could bring what makes me happy, what's fun to me, and then also bring it in a world where it could generate some revenue. So
how can we change it? How do you see it in your head when you're thinking out loud at night, when you're, I don't know, when you're in bed thinking and sleeping and thinking about your next day? I mean, the thinking process of creating your own voice.
Yeah. Honestly, it's so, my brain is working all day. Yeah, and it's, you know, I'm always jumping off of certain ideas. I definitely want to open my own club. That's one of the biggest goals that I think I have in my life.
And what kind of club would be?
Like a nightclub.
Like a nightclub.
Establishing myself
like
as one of the...
Carlitos Way, Scarface?
Yeah. I want to be the 40-40 club. You know,
like
the next tier. You know what I'm saying? Something like that, along those lines. You know, be able to incorporate everything. You know, I feel like in New York we've lost a lot of the fun that we can have, or it just wasn't even here yet. You know, so I think that's the opportunity I have to bring it to life. You know, traveling around the world and also seeing a lot of things. You know, and Instagram, social media, that plays a huge role into, you know, the kind of ideas you have and what you could see coming to life. And I just think in this nightlife industry, or just the industry of having fun, I'll say. I think there's just a lot of opportunity, and the opportunity I'd love to capitalize on. But
and what about your music?
Yeah,
the music video with those hotties over there, man. Where you got those girls,
Anybody watching this, check it out.
That's
I waited
your camera.
long enough.
If you want to advertise to the ladies.
That's the camera. Yeah, I waited long enough.
Let it melt.
On Tristyn
Mike,
Dior.
come to you. Yes.
Nightcap is a song specifically for ladies.
Yeah.
It's made for you.
Look at yourself,
with
Tristyn,
love.
because a beautiful face, not the
Yeah,
monitor.
you know, I love looking at myself. I'm trying not to be so conceited.
Oh, no, you're too gorgeous.
People
Come
tell
on, you
me
gotta
all
breathe.
the time, so I'm
Yes.
trying to make sure I could, keep my eyes off myself for a second. I'll leave it up to the ladies, like we said.
Beautiful. Where you got those ladies? I'm like, wait a minute. This, all
as of
these
right now, I
artists.
got nobody. I'm by myself. I'm
You don't
lonely.
want- trust me,
I'm
women-
focused on the mission at hand.
Women are destruction. And a budget.
Yeah, a budget for sure. A budget for sure.
And a distraction, and they can drive you crazy. They can suck your energy.
Yeah.
And then when they don't text you, you're going nuts. And when
Yeah.
they text, you go nuts. And then you read one text, oh, wait a minute. What did she say by that? What did she mean by that? I don't like
there's
that.
a lot of stress in that comes
It's a lot of
into
stress,
the play.
man. It's a lot of stress. You can't create that way, can you? Can
Yeah.
you?
Honestly, I think I write my best content when I'm either hurt or just in a really like positive space. But I think whether it's women or family or friends even, if they make me feel a way, they tend to push the right buttons for the right things
So
to be
if
made.
you have to choose, well, your mama comes first. We know that, God, your mama, right? But between your craft, your profession, and women don't come first, right? They ride at the bottom of the, like,
well, I
right,
don't know if I
right,
could
right,
curse on here, but
all the way to the
no,
bottom.
definitely not. Yeah, they're the
right-
last of
they're-
it, And I think that scares a lot of women, honestly,
Because they want to be on top. And you
Yeah,
know what
they
I
want to
mean?
be on top, and I think honestly, we're just not surrounded by a lot of men that, feel like they're valuable outside of just how much money they got, So
Right,
it can
right.
be a little intimidating to certain people, and not only women, but just I think I can tend to come off very intimidating because I know where I want to go or where I see myself.
And you're
so.
clear. You're clear up here.
Yeah,
And so is your mom, man. You got it in your genes.
Yeah, I think she just kind of, her being on me all the time, it kind of
She
just
said,
rubbed
"Snap out
off.
of it,
Yeah,
Tristyn."
yeah, enough smacks kind
No,
of,
back,
helped.
no, but kind of like, how do you, now you studied business, you're pretty smart.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
how do you build, my slippers. I said, I don't want to show them too late.
Yeah, she's all comfy. I got
Oh
these
man,
same
I brought my
on.
shoes. I had them over there, but I said, fuck it. I just want to be comfortable. How do you build a plan? Let's go one by one. How do you build a plan? Like when you're developing an idea, please teach me because I'm ignorant in a lot of subjects.
Honestly,
How?
it's definitely different from what they tell you in school. I try to see the end. I try to see where I'm gonna be happy and how it's gonna pan out, just even like what the vision looks like when it comes together. And then from there, I kind of take it back
Okay.
from like the very beginning.
And
the
from
names
from the paper to make it a reality,
Mm-hmm.
how does it work for you? I mean, that transition from writing things down, first it's a thought, then you put it in paper, this is what I want to do, and then when you see it in front of you.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a few
I mean,
steps to get there, and
yeah.
it takes
I
a
mean,
lot of work.
honestly, if we're focusing in on like music and the art of doing music, that's definitely a completely different process. It's a matter of just even finding the beat. You got to connect with the beat first.
I like
You got to
that.
feel that. You got to. I don't know. I love music so much that it's like that connection got to be there the moment I hear it, and then from there, I just tend to cycle some ideas, see what's gonna really work. I actually just try to think of who do I see rocking to this song? Is it just men? Is it just women? Is it for everyone? And then from there, that's when the lyrics come into play and the videos or putting everything else into
And
play.
everything else. Now, I want to ask you, because you're younger, you can be my son. Yeah, I just turned 50. I hate to brag, but I'm
Oh,
old.
wow.
And
50 years young.
I'm 50, baby. I'm 50 years old, and I don't care.
50 years young. You
50
gotta-
years old, very, very, very,
Young.
very old, Tristyn. With the music, and I'm a little old-fashioned. I'm a little old-fashioned,
Yeah,
I'm not. When I see the songs with the raps and the girls shaking, moving up and down, breasts and the boobies and down and up and down, and I'm like, I mean, what's the story with women and how the entertainment music business sees women? Because women, they say, and I'm a woman, right? They claim that we don't want to see us as sexual objects. We don't want to be, I'm not a sexual object. I'm not this. I'm so smart. I'm so, oh, please. I mean, and the whole speech about the Me Too movement.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into the Me Too movement. But it's a lot of sex in music. Don't blush. You're blushing now.
I just know, yeah.
It's a lot of sex in music. The girls, like, basically, hey. Okay. So how do we do that? I mean, do we need to change it? Do we need to see it differently? How can you bring rap? I don't know your grandmother, Joy. She's very funny. She's a different breed. But let's say another grandmother or somebody else. Send your love to your grandmother because she's a nice lady.
Yeah, Grandma, I
She's
love
always
you.
checking my page on Facebook. She's always supporting my work. How do you change that? Because I mean, to bring the music rap to the older generations, so they can see, that's art. Grandma, that's art. And then they shaking their butts, and your grandma's gonna be like, "What? What are you talking about?" Because it's so much sex and rap. Sometimes I see it, and I try to get into and I like what I'm running to have, but when you see the videos, they're loaded with sex.
Yeah,
that's the reality.
They are.
Sue me, burn me to the stake.
Yeah, no,
but
they
they're
are.
loaded
They are.
with sex. So
they are.
What do you think about that?
Honestly, it's like fighting a double-edged sword. It's say you would want to limit the amount of girls you see in dancing with not so many clothes on, but
it's a choice that you make as a creator.
Yeah,
or no?
I just think we've lived in a society where sex sells.
It does,
to say the least. Sex sells.
It gets you in trouble.
But it also gets you paid.
Yeah.
So
big money.
Yeah, and I think that's just a part of just entertainment and seeing evolution. Evolution comes in many different forms and many different industries.
I used to be a frog, Tristyn. You know that. Woo! I used to be a frog, baby.
No, but, I feel like there was a point where in music, it wasn't always that. But as time has gone on, I think it's more pleasing to the younger crowd, to just see that kind of content and be driven towards it, and just that it makes you feel like you can feel yourself, you know what I mean? And I think for a lot of women, they just feel real confident right now, and if they're able
less
to,
is more, less clothes is better. I don't know. Leave it to the audiences.
In the eyes of what will cause someone to keep the video on the screen, and that's how you get paid.
Yeah.
It's the longer.
So what you're saying is that the way that this industry sees women, that portray women, is an economic strategy. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's
for
nothing
sure,
more than
because
an economic strategy.
No, I don't think it's any more of that. Even when you call in, certain artists, they call in women bees or whatever the case may be. I don't think it's to offend anyone. It's just a matter of trying to put things together. You know what I'm saying?
The
Whether
rhythm,
it's
finding the flow,
rhythm, finding the
music.
flow, putting yourself, your identity, and what you've been through all within the content.
How do you explain that to those ladies up there in Harlem?
They gotta watch this interview.
They gotta watch it, because they're playing those dominoes at 135th, and they say, "Whoa, wait a minute."
Yeah.
I mean, it's. I guess that it's interesting. You're coming in a very different time, Tristyn. Things are changing pretty fast.
Yeah.
How? And let me think out loud. How do we? How we see ourselves internally, it should come out, right?
Yeah.
Like, my own concept as a human being, as an actor, creator, whatever, is who I am. I'm not interested in selling sex. I was never interested in selling in sex in any way.
For sure.
Why? Not because I'm a saint, but because it was not in my DNA.
Yeah.
I don't see myself as a sex symbol. I never did. I never will. But as a creator like yourself, you want to change all that. You have to be able to bring all generations together.
Yeah.
That's a gap.
Yeah, that's actually what I tried to do with, you know, my tape. I try to have a little mix of everything.
Do you talk to your grandma, say, Joyce, Grammy,
my
can
grandmother
you come
likes
here and check
the
me
most
out?
vulgar song
But
on my
But your grandmother
tape.
is a different
She's different,
breed,
yeah, I know.
baby.
So
She's
that's
a
why,
different
you know,
breed of a woman.
it takes, I think a lot of artists are starting to focus on this, you know, of just providing different content for every generation or age demo.
So you can say for sure that rap is an artistic expression.
For sure, definitely.
100%.
Definitely, and I think it needs to stop being held against whoever the artist is.
Correct,
you know?
I agree with you.
It's a matter of, you know, music you're just supposed to feel. It's not supposed to be,
Too much thinking.
crucified. Yeah.
Correct, I agree
You know.
with you. But we live in a society that everybody likes to crucify people. Look at Will Smith with a slap on the face.
Everything.
Hello, you know how
Yeah.
many times I've seen stuff in Hollywood that I don't like?
Yeah, for sure.
How many
for
times
sure.
you see stuff every day that you don't like? Even in the government, even wherever you go, you see stuff that you don't like.
Yeah.
People playing the game, the jealousy, the envy, the
Yeah.
stuff that you have to go through. Even when you go for an interview, even when you go for a fucking taping, even stuff that you have to go through.
Yeah.
You know, and it's allowed.
Difficult
In
out here.
Hollywood, it's a lot of stuff that has been allowed for decades. And here he is, Will Smith, dares to slap a face, which I was against it. He's banned for 10 years now.
Yeah, which I think is insane. You know,
It's for 10 years, and he's a nice guy. That's what I heard from people who have worked with him.
Yeah.
He's such a nice guy, but
you know,
I
he's
mean,
gotten
he regrets it now.
prosecuted from the Oscars worse than, you know, police again prosecuted for
I know.
worse things. So
I know.
that goes to show, you know.
It goes to show that certain politicians, they can do whatever they want, and they can
Yep.
create a riot in Washington, D.C.
And they don't
That
even.
was created by a politician. I'm not going to drop names because when I drop a name, people start flipping out, and they're entitled. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Yeah.
I'm not politically. People say you're a Democrat, liberal. I'm very neutral.
Yeah,
I'm
to
very
yourself.
neutral.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I'm smart enough to know that politicians are not very good. I don't care if you're a Democratic or liberal.
Yeah.
But I know that people do what they do,
Yeah.
and it's like nothing happens, you know. So we live in an unforgiving society. How we can make it better, you think? How can we change things around? As yourself, you're 25, Tristyn. You have a long way to go. How can you make it better? For the younger generations coming in, for the new artists with dreams. How can you make it better,
You
man?
know, if I could say anything, I think it's a matter of just being more open-minded to everything going on around you, but also what you have going on with yourself. You know, I think a lot of people aren't aware of even their own emotions. And that's, you know, causing a lot of mental breakdowns and depression and things like that, like we've seen over the past 2-3 years over the pandemic. I think for the next generation, for the next 2 generations after that, I think it's just more about being happy with yourself, aware of everything, like I said, around you and amongst yourself. And
I'm hitting you with some tough questions, right? Or
No,
the
no, this is
interview is
nothing.
as easy as you
This is
expected?
nothing. This is
Oh,
nothing.
I love that, man.
this
so
is
pressure
nothing.
is off.
I'm ready for,
Your
I'm ready
pressure-
for the crazy stuff too.
The crazy,
like in
well, I
life
don't even
now.
gonna have time because you see, this is the problem. I have
Yeah.
in my watch is 6:33, but I know if I go to my cell phone, wait a minute, it's 6:42,
Yep.
and I got a text. No one's at the front door to let me in. That was you. Sorry about that. That was wrong.
No, we're good.
My question to you is, what's missing in the entertainment business? What's missing in the music business?
What's missing in the music business is, I think, more talent. To be honest with you.
Thank you. You hit the nail right on the head.
Yeah, they
You hit the nail right on the
trash
head,
to say the least.
Tristyn.
But I don't want to. I can't say anything because people have made it before I have. But
Right.
That's definitely the biggest thing missing.
Right.
I think
You
in
think
terms
people
of
are not
just
too desperate to get ahead? Everybody's too desperate to get fame. Everybody's too desperate. There's so much jealousy and the envy and everybody's like, it's such a desperation.
Yeah, I think honestly, social media has just pushed a lot. It's put a lot of pressure on just where you are, you know, and I'll be lying if I said I didn't fall victim to it myself, you know, just seeing, you know, I feel like I've worked hard in my life, or at least I've done some things in my life to be rewarded in some ways, but, you know, social media, you see people that may not have done anything, and it make you feel like, am I doing something wrong, or am I not worth it, or what's going on? You know what I mean?
But even the fact that it's gotta, we always have to do something. Why is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why there's a need, like I have to create, like I like to do my things, but it's because I need to do them.
Yeah.
It's for me, Facebook or Instagram, it's not a way to be validated.
Exactly.
In any way.
Exactly.
Sometimes I don't get no likes, and I can care less.
Yeah.
I can care less.
Yep, for sure.
But it's a way to express myself. That's all there is to it. But, you know, we live in a society that pressure is on consistently.
Yep.
We live in a society that how you look like matters. How you sound like matters.
But a lot of people are, you know, really eager to feel accepted by many people, you know. I feel like a lot of things also play a part, whether people may not be accepted by their families at home, maybe their friends or something, and social media kind of provides that access to, you know, just feel like you're loved. And, you know, a lot of people are able to, you know, just feel that energy. And I think that's also where, you know, how the music videos come into play, of just validating a lot of people's feelings, or a lot of women's feelings, you know. I think it just makes them feel seen.
I want to ask you a crazy question.
Yeah.
Eminem, you think he's talented?
Eminem, the rapper?
Yeah.
He's one of the GOATs.
Ooh, give me 5, man.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Tell me about him. It's interesting. What do you think of him? You think he's very talented, right?
Yeah. He's definitely a great artist. You know, I think what I love about Eminem the most is the fact that, like, you know, he just escapes from the world and then comes back in, does what he needs to do, and
does his own thing.
Yeah, you know, and that's like how I could see myself being in this music business, which is a little, you know, it's a little bad for me because I haven't reached the stature that he has, or someone like J. Cole, who does kind of the same thing. He goes into his own little element for some time and then comes back out with some music. I think I'm just that same person, but I'm gonna need to, you know, get out of that element for me to make it right now. But that's definitely what I admire the most about someone like him, or J. Cole, or you know,
that's
just
the people that you like. That's the stuff that you have. The music that you got on your phone is all rap. What do you have on your phone?
I'm not gonna say all rap. All rap. Like I have a lot of R&B.
R&B.
You know, I have a lot of.
We got 2 minutes to go, or 7.
You got 27 minutes.
Oh, great. That's so clear, Mike. Thank you. Thank the Lord I have you right in the control room. So how many minutes I have left, Mike?
You have 27 minutes on the tape.
That's so great, but I can keep going for another 3.
Ignore me and just keep on going.
Great. Mike, I love you no matter what.
Here's the plan.
Keep going for 3 minutes. What I was saying, so the kind of music that you like it changes.
I think I go everywhere. You know, honestly, I've been trying to listen to a little more country music.
Good for you.
Shows like American Idol and X Factor and things like that. They've just made me, you know, want to expand what I'm listening to. It also, I think, gives me a different perspective when I'm making my music.
Because you have to mix it up.
Yeah, for sure.
Have to mix
but
it
that's
up.
why, you know, everybody needs to go check out this tape. I waited long enough because there's a lot of mixing up, you know.
I want to ask you one more question.
Yeah, shoot it.
Your heart's been broken, right?
Many times.
No, I don't believe that. I really don't. Honestly, I didn't believe that, what you just said.
You know what's crazy? I've actually had my heart broken recently.
Recently?
I don't know. I think love is just, it's hard to find in this generation. You know, I think everyone values very different things. I think society also pushes some women to may just want you for your money. So then that makes you want to look at things differently. And then if you do get the chance, then you might just get heartbroken because they may be stuck on someone else.
What's your perfect woman? Describe
A
it to me.
perfect woman.
Physically, internally, give it to me. Give it to me. Let's read out loud, Tristyn. Close your eyes if you can.
Physically,
man. Be honest. Be honest. Forget
I don't
about
know.
the cameras.
I need a nice smile.
Oh, God. What
I got
else?
my hands crossed.
What else? Keep
because
going.
I'm praying as I'm saying
Keep
this.
going. Are you
I need a
praying?
nice smile. I need
Keep going. Nice smile. What else?
Just beautiful, smart. Smart is probably the second part.
It's a turn on. Intelligence.
Yeah. You gotta have that. You gotta have, just your life figured out, or if not figured out, at least a direction. You know.
What else?
Be family oriented, or at least want to love a family, and honestly just be loyal. I'm not asking for much. I don't want anything from anyone. I just want to be happy. I've only been in one relationship in my life, so.
Well, I believe that you're only 25.
Yeah, but
and how many
25
flakes? Ooh, forget about it, Tristyn. You're the ladies' man.
Oh,
man, yes, you are. Don't tell me. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
But yeah, I just don't. I don't want much. I just want to be happy. I just want to experience.
But you don't have time for women right now. Concentrate on your work.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I think like I said, heartbreak and getting my feelings hurt or whatever. It gives me. It puts me in a space where. I take everything personal, or I took everything personal.
If I ask you, Tristyn, we got you a date tonight with a famous star, that would be who?
Ooh, that'd be like Lauren London or something.
Like who? I have no idea who she is.
And I'm not being disrespectful or anything, but like Nipsey Hussle's wife or ex-wife. He's passed.
I don't know these people. Oh my God.
She's an actress. Megan Good. I hope you know Megan Good.
Anybody that I know, Tristyn?
Man, who do you know?
What are you watching? X Factor?
No, these are.
I don't know anybody. What you're saying?
Yeah. These are Megan Good is big.
Give me a girl that I know, man.
Oh,
big star that everybody knows, because those names.
Kendall Jenner.
I have no idea.
Kendall Jenner, I like. I mean, you got to know her.
No.
I mean, she's
Give me a name that I know,
Kardashians.
Tristyn. Come on, we got a minute to wrap it up.
Oh man,
I'm sweating. Gotta go to the bathroom.
Listen, a lot of these women that you might know, they probably can't even get next to me.
What about Beyonce? You would take it for a date?
No, I actually,
Honestly.
I was around Beyonce before, and she's beautiful.
But
she just isn't what I was in love with as a kid. I think. At least I didn't feel that.
What about Alicia Keys?
That's just a little. I know
She's great.
family. I know family of the Deans, and she's now a Dean. And I wouldn't want to disrespect anyone in the family by saying anything on her. But I definitely Kelly Rowland. She was part of Destiny's Child.
Yeah, you like that one?
I like that one. She's a good one.
Okay.
She's on my list.
She's on your list. Well, as long as you're busy.
Yeah.
We'll wrap it up. Say something that you want to say to the camera. That's your camera. Invite the
This is Tristyn Dior. Everybody tune in. Go listen to I Waited Long Enough on all platforms. And Sissy, it's a pleasure. It's been a pleasure.
What do you think? Not so bad, right?
I love this. I
Not
can get
so
used
bad.
to this every now and then,
It's nice, of course. It's nice. It's
Yeah,
nice. Nice when I
think
mix
this
it
is-
up. I bring the musicians, but they drive me crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot of egos there. Oh, my speaker doesn't work. Blah, blah, blah. And then the guy with the drums starts
Yeah, the
like...
drummers are always the ones that do the most.
Yeah, but it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
this
for
is
sure.
fun. This is fun. It was fun.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate it. I
Doing
appreciate
it.
you having me on here.
Yeah,
and,
sure. You're relaxed.
know,
I said,
I'll be
Tristyn,
on the
whatever you
next
do,
season.
don't wear white. What if you do it? Wearing white. I love it.
But I was hoping it was just this part.
No, I was hoping too. And you see my slippers. Okay, guys, it's time to wrap it up. Thank you for watching. I invited the audiences to check the YouTube channel. I never asked for subscribe my channel. But Marsha, Actor Studio member, said, Sissy, you gotta invite people to subscribe to your channel. So now I'm doing it. I don't ask for anybody for subscriptions or any of that.
Oh, yeah, wow.
But subscribe to YouTube channel, Sissy Gamache. Check it out on Instagram. I don't care about Instagram, honestly. But whatever. Check Instagram, Facebook, their Facebook pages. Keep supporting
all of
the
that.
artist, man. Please, just put attention to the artist.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
For
forget
sure,
about
definitely.
the front runners. People who you meet on the daily basis, they make a difference. People who you have right next to you, they make a difference. So pay attention. Don't be too isolated. Don't think that you are the sun and everybody goes around you, because it doesn't work that way. It really doesn't. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next week.
All right, everyone.
That's it. That's a wrap, Mike.
That was good. That
That's
was
it.
good.
We did it.
I like that.